I'm storming out.
Hello, everybody. It is your favorite time of the week. Sorry, Emery, you can't storm out now because we are now live. It is Star Trek Tuesday. You know what that means. It's time for the main viewer. What's on the agenda today? Well, we've got some Section 31 news. That's exciting. We've got a preview of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 3. Also, big Star Trek conventions are being announced and discussed and in the news, as well as a Battlestar Galactica 20th anniversary. Everybody at home, if you have seen Battlestar Galactica to completion, say so in the live chat right now. If you've seen none of it, say none of it. If you've seen some of it, say some of it. If you've seen it all, say to completion.
To completion
all right.
is a lot to type.
To completion.
Maybe just, yeah. Well, what about some of it and all of it? I guess that's a little less.
Did you know none
Anyway.
of it is the third territory in Canada? It's the newest territory.
None of it? I thought it was Nunavut.
Yeah, but like, well, it is. But the sort of general pronunciation.
Don't worry about that over there. We got none of it.
We got none of it.
Yeah, it's none of it. Yeah, but it looks like none of it.
Anyway, Battlestar Galactica, John Davis. We're talking about Battlestar Galactica. All right, look, Jenny R. Johnson is here.
Hey.
How much of Canada has she seen? None of it.
Oh, that's not true. Oh,
it is. Oh, maybe it's not true in both ways, right?
What?
You've also not seen that.
I have not seen none of it. No.
Okay, so that's okay.
I've not seen none of it.
No.
And she's wearing an awesome shirt, the Bozeman Phoenixes, to celebrate the end of the baseball season. They made the Galactic series this year. Everybody knows the Bozeman Phoenixes. Get your very own Bozeman Phoenixes shirt, as well as the Decor Province Major shirt that Melissa Longo is wearing at the Star Trek and Chill online store. Click that Star Trek and Chill link in the description box below and get your very own shirts in your favorite size, color, and style. Melissa Longo's here.
Hello. The Majors made it to home base.
They went all the way.
Multiple times?
Multiple times.
Amazing.
It was a scream.
Just in time for Halloween. And Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel is bundled up like we've never seen before, which means she must not be in her hot apartment. What's up?
Yeah, I'm on the border with Wisconsin, wearing a shirt from 7th grade. So it's my last night here, and drinking spotted cow. Yeah, not too much. I just got back from Battlestar Galactica 20th anniversary convention in Chicago.
Nice.
And my favorite person was somebody who came and told me they had just finished Battlestar at 5 a.m. that morning because they didn't want any spoilers about like who Cylons are.
That's amazing.
That's dedication.
That's important. That is an important thing to do, because if you go to that convention, you're going to find out.
Yeah.
My name is Ryan T. Husk. I know who all the Cylons are. Everybody in the live chat, guess which one of the four of us is the Cylon.
Oh my God. The crazy thing is,
that's
it
a
could
poll.
be all four of us.
That is a poll. That sounds like a fun poll.
The 13th model.
The 13th model.
Everybody, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications. And if you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. We'd really appreciate it.
I was surprised to find out who the last Cylon was.
Yeah, that was intense.
And
cool.
I
think
you're
at the order.
Oh yeah.
I'm so confused about one of them.
The order.
I can clarify.
Nope.
Well,
no spoilers
I started,
here.
The app to be like, what are the Cylon photo ops today? Like, kind of like, make sure I remembered correctly.
All right, so we've got a poll in the live chat, everybody. Who is the Cylon? Is it Anne-Marie, Ryan, Melissa, or Jenny? There's only one right answer. All right, so let's get up into this, everybody. It's going to be a great day. How's your spotted cow, by the way, Anne-Marie?
Oh my God, you have no idea that it's like the best.
I don't. That's why I asked.
from Wisconsin. I should have brought some to the Chicago Star Trek convention or had my parents bring some.
Yum.
You can only get it in Wisconsin. So good.
All right, so let's get started here, everybody. This is very important. This is something that was covered on trekmovie.com. Check this out.
Okay,
Have
it
you
had me at the
heard?
graphic.
Oh, I know. Look at this. This is great.
Their graphics are so on point.
Anson Mount and Brent Spiner headline Creations November Trek Cons in New Jersey and Dallas.
Woohoo!
This looks great.
Mhm.
I love that baby face picture of Brent Spiner.
I know. This
Cute.
was
He's
I
one.
know.
This was the headshot he used to get the job of Data
No.
back in the day. All right. It reads, oh, this is from our friend Lori Ulster.
Oh, nice.
Her.
In March,
Ooh.
Creation Entertainment brought back their tradition of
Uh-oh.
regional Star Trek conventions with STSF, Trek to San Francisco. Since then, they've held regional events in Chicago and Nashville. And in November, they head to New Jersey and Dallas, Texas, with a lineup of Star Trek luminaries with more Trek Tour events already lined up for 2025. These regional conventions deliver on the Star Trek Stars and panel, but offer a more intimate experience than the big annual STLV event in Las Vegas, and lower admission prices too. One day
Intimate, like
passes.
Kirk and Spock there.
Crazy.
Yep. One day passes range from $20 to $35. That's the big, to me,
Mhm.
call me
Like
crazy.
15 hours of entertainment.
Call me frugal.
That's-
Just don't call me, text me. That's the big news of the day. $20 general admissions, like it's
Yeah, it's bonkers.
1987 all over again.
Yes. It's crazy. Actually, New Jersey's Friday and Sunday are $20. Saturday's 30. I'm like, what else in Manhattan or like the New York City area can you do for like 15 hours?
I think they're all
$30.
20 to 30. I don't know if any days they're 35. But
Crazy.
That is crazy.
Mhm. That's nuts.
wait a second, what's going on with this poll?
What is it?
The heck?
I haven't looked because I didn't vote.
Okay. Anyway, so that's really crazy. Everybody in the live chat, what is the least expensive convention and or most expensive convention you've ever paid one day for? I remember going to Vegas back in the day, and it was the days were $30 and $35.
Really?
And that was 17 years ago.
Mhm.
Wow.
That was 17. It would be like Thursday and Friday were like $30 and Saturday, Sunday were like 35.
Mhm.
Crazy.
And this is
Wow.
less than that.
Dude,
This is less than 2007.
it's so
That's
crazy.
awesome.
Also, the bus to Manhattan from the steps of the convention, which is like a 20-minute ride, is like $3.50. And it
Oh
goes
my
every 15
gosh.
minutes. It's crazy. Like,
Yeah,
what
but
do
then you
you
have to
Yeah.
get on a bus. Ugh.
And they have
No, but
it's a
they're
really
not
nice
bad.
bus,
Yeah.
and they have
The
popcorn
buses-
and funnel cake in the convention area.
On the
Oh my
floor
God.
of the bus.
When you walk
Oh, I see.
in, no, when you walk into the New Jersey convention space, like the popcorn, the amazing popcorn smell, like will make you
Mm.
eat some. It was like the best popcorn I've had in years. Oh my
Funnel
God,
cake for breakfast every day.
Funnel cake. I do need my sweater.
Funnel cake.
Chris Marshall says 17 years ago. So what? You were like 6 years old, Ryan? But then he says LOL. So I don't know how genuinely he meant that. Hello to Chuck A. Mark, what's up? Glenn Iverson, Fran, back of the head, our buddy back of the head. What's up? Chris Marshall, of course. Chris Garris, hey, he says, did you see the email that Creation sent out about the New Jersey convention?
Yes. They said they're dangerously close to it being so
Oh,
successful
yeah.
it gets made annually.
That's really important to everybody.
Nice.
Mhm.
If you want Star Trek to come to your city or to come again to your city, if it's already coming, then you need to support this thing. You need to share it, tell all your friends, and make this a successful tour. Because like with any business, if it doesn't do extremely well, well then, no Star Trek for you.
For taking my
Aw,
sister and
that
my
would be
niece on
so
Sunday.
sad.
It would be.
Oh,
But if they do well, then they continue going on and even expand, and
Yeah.
that just builds up more and more Star Trek. And it puts more money in the pockets of your favorite actors, and it gets
Right.
them more jobs, which
Right.
is going to build up to more and more of everything. So it's really a great
More
way to
Star
support
Trek.
Yeah.
Star Trek.
So like when we had the Captain Nog Forever shirts for sale for 7th Rule, there were some kid sizes. So in the event that I ever became an aunt or a mom, I bought a few. And so I think one's gonna fit my 2-year-old niece that we
Nice.
Nog Forever t-shirt.
That's awesome.
Aw.
I hope it's small enough.
All right, I feel like we need to close this poll. I don't like the way it's going here.
Well, the thing is, you're the Cylon because you made the poll, so like you didn't want us to suspect you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What about, would anybody change their
guessing-
vote if I said, I'm not the Cylon?
Yeah. And then you
That
like
doesn't
move your
vote
eyes like
count.
this.
Okay, so in the poll, 9% of you said it's Melissa, 13% of you said it was Anne Marie, 18% of you guessed correctly that it's Jenny, and 59 were very rude and said Ryan was the Cylon.
I actually voted for Jenny because I was like, how are those?
You're right.
How's the art so accurate? Like,
That's
amazing and quick.
It's all part of the
true.
programming.
Yeah.
She lays in a bathtub of goo and draws her
Mhm.
art.
I do. The goo is very helpful.
Do you know why it's probably Melissa? Because it's always the one you least expect.
Exactly.
No, you're the one I most expect.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not buying this.
Really?
Oh,
Well, I got
that.
the least
Oh, yeah.
amount of votes, so nobody guessed me.
That's a good
That
point.
means Ronald D. Moore would have chosen you.
That's fair.
Now I'm getting
I would
lost.
be a Cylon. That would be fun.
I know.
I wanna do
Hello to
that.
Joshua, Joel, Walter, the Matt. What's up, the Matt? He's been showing off his editing skills the last few days, and he did a very, very good job. And the people
Mhm.
for which he edited were very pleased with it. Dave Schrader, what's up? Okay. So there's more to this, isn't there? This is really cool. Yes. It continues. Trek to New Jersey, November 8th through 10th. The next Creation Regional Con is Star Trek New Jersey, or STNJ, in New Jersey for the weekend of November 8th through 10 at the Meadowlands Exposition Center. Guests include, but not limited to, Anson Mount, may have heard of him, Jeri Ryan, Ethan Peck, Doug Jones, Gates McFadden, Brent Spiner, Melissa Navia, Christina Chong, Celia Rose Gooding, Sirach Lofton, Don Lewis, Jonathan Frakes, Jeffrey Combs, Michael Dorn, Marina Sirtis, Michelle Hurd, Jess Bush, Tawny Newsom, Terry Farrell, Todd Stashwick, and more. Like Vaughn Armstrong, Jeff Combs. Oh, wait, there I said, okay. But there are a few surprise guests popping in last minute. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
A lot of fun.
Love
Right here,
Vaughn
Jeri Ryan is
Armstrong.
she's saying, tell me more. Right. That's clearly what she's saying there.
Tell
So let's go. They do mention STSF in March.
That's Ryan
Yes.
T. Husk at
I
the
saw it
bottom
right there.
there.
I saw it right
Oh,
there.
shoot,
I saw his name.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that is me. So that takes us back all the way to March. You guys remember March when Creation launched STSF? That was their attempt at saying, hey, maybe we could do more than one Star Trek convention per year.
Mhm.
And everybody was like, oh, yeah, prove it. And so then Gary Berman and Adam Malin were like, watch us. And so they booked out San Francisco. And that was what I think it was like March 8th through 10th. Feels right.
Hmm.
Of this year. Does not feel like it was only 7 months ago, does it? 7.5. It feels like it was a
No.
long time ago.
It does.
But we were there. Myself, Anne Marie went, Melissa, Sirach.
Mhm.
We had the time of our lives. People flew in from New York, And it
my
was
God,
a
I had a
huge,
window that overlooked the like atrium, so I was like seeing who was down there at all times of day.
that was fun.
watching
And then
who
you
was
took
stealing free
pictures.
coffee.
You took pictures of Darth and his dad drinking leftover coffee from the convention before the day that we arrived. Because we arrived, like on Thursday, this other convention was closing out, and they had some coffee left over, and they were just kind of hovering around a table. So Anne Marie, being all Snoopy, she's taking pictures of him from her bedroom window.
That was a fun hotel.
It was good memories
It was
there.
a fun hotel.
And also it looked
Yeah.
so futuristic. Like my favorite thing about the regionals actually so far has been like people doing things that are sort of like specific to the hotel or specific to the city. And one thing there is they had these like very futuristic looking stairs with like white angles. So people like did cosplay reenactments of Subspace Rhapsody with like everybody was there in a Strange New World uniform, like going like this. It was so cool.
Yeah. Well, the Chicago hotel was pretty great too.
Yes,
It
with
looks
the turbo
Borg
lift.
cubish.
Mhm.
Yes, with turbo lifts. Yeah,
Very fun.
very fun.
So it was wildly successful in San Francisco. And so Gary Berman, co-CEO, said, you know what? Let's do a bunch of these every year. What do you say? And everybody was like, we say yes. Hey,
Yeah,
wait a minute. My thing is
I
small.
know.
It is again.
It just happened.
I gotta
What's up
fix
with
that. Anyway, and so now there are a ton of these Trek Tour conventions, but they need to continue to be successful so that we can continue to have more and more conventions all around the country that we can all go to as nerdy fans and have a great time and make new friends and see old friends. But that was a good time. I can't believe it was only 7
Isn't it
months
crazy?
ago.
That blows my mind.
This year has gone
Well,
fast and slow.
It's been a crazy year.
Yeah. Actually, the last couple of months have gone slowly, but the rest of the year has gone pretty fast.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Yeah.
It's been like a
Yes.
since COVID, time has been a vortex of
Yeah. That just doesn't even work
Mahaj-
It, like-
Mahaj. Yes.
It doesn't.
It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah, the
You know the people that
relativity
say
of
that
time is
time-
becoming more relative.
When people say
Mhm.
that time is just like a human construct and they're like, no, it's just a human. I'm like, dude, you hippie. No, it's not. Time is a real thing. Time is an actual real thing. Stop trying to pretend like
Kind
time is not a
of.
real thing. But then after 2020, I'm like, I don't even know anymore. Maybe you're right.
No, we just made it
I don't know
up.
what the hell's going on? I
We just
mean,
made it up and we try to like control it. It's
I mean, the
insane.
Gregorian calendar
yeah.
we did just make up. But I'm
Yeah.
like, time exists. Like
I mean,
time
yeah,
passes.
it
It's a
does pass.
thing,
we do
whether
get
we measure it
older.
or don't, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Our
it's interesting.
measurement of time is a construct,
Yeah.
but
In
time itself,
yeah, exactly. Exactly. In Mandarin,
well, like
they don't have
temperature
past
then.
and future and present tenses. It's all present tense.
wow.
What about Cantonese though?
I'm not sure. But no.
Oh,
No.
so you Cantonese.
Oh.
All right.
No, because trying to teach English to people who don't think about language in that way is quite
Mhm.
difficult because we're all over our tenses,
Right. Mhm.
Joel says, I plan on going to STSF. Well, I don't see STSF here. Oh, wait. It has been renewed. You don't even have to wait a year since the previous one. It's in January 24th through 26th, at the same place that Melissa and Anne-Marie were raving
With
about.
the world's best lox. That's all you can eat. And all you can eat pork bow. So good.
Pork
Well,
what?
and they
Pork bow, like the stuffed like Chinese buns. They're so good. That was the best breakfast ever.
I think you should say Chinese buns all the time.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But I liked playing the pinball machine.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, so it's gonna be at the same place, the same hotel that we loved
It's a
so
free
much the first
shuttle.
time. And it's only
was
10 and a
also
half months
amazing.
later. So this is great stuff. So really excited
Mhm.
about that one. I bet you when we go to that convention in San Francisco, it's going to bring back all the memories. We're going to have like this nostalgia of that first
Yeah.
one. That's going to be,
And
oh,
that was such a
what
fun
love.
hotel bar too. I loved that hotel.
All right. Anything to add to that, Jenny?
I'm delighted for all of you.
Oh.
Are you going to
Figure out
any of
how
them,
to
maybe?
Pack you in our suitcase.
I know she's
Maybe.
considering. Ooh,
Maybe.
we'll take it.
I have a lot to do. I have a lot to do.
Plus, you have to
A
come
lot.
to a supernatural convention with me, plus a
know.
Battlestar one,
I know. I know.
but also more Star
So
Trek on.
which
I have so
ones
much
are
to
you
do.
which
I don't
ones are-
know.
Oh.
Yeah, like you have to pack.
San Francisco is the one that makes the most sense, but I have like between now and February, I have so much work to do that it's just like
But San Francisco's the furthest away.
I
from
know
you.
that's the problem, but that's the one that's the most convenient, would be time-wise the most, except that it's not convenient.
That's just a human construct.
You know what I mean? I know. I know. I know.
Oh.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I got a lot to do. I got a lot. I gotta
Okay.
paint things.
Anyway, so let's move on to the next article here. I mean, there's a lot more
Paintings.
here. Everybody feel free to read it.
So I included the
Lots.
Trek Core one because there's a contest.
Oh wait, no, hang on. I can't pass this up. So sorry, but
Contest?
there's an actual picture of me in here. I gotta
Yes, we said. Tony took
Here
a
it is.
picture of you.
No, yeah, well, look, it actually has a picture of me interviewing Melissa Navia here. That was a lot of
Nice.
fun at STSF back in the day. That was a
That
fun
was
day.
fun.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That was a good interview too.
Yeah, look how good your
really
arms looked.
Well, I've
Oh,
really
wait,
come
what?
to
Thanks.
appreciate Ryan as a host and
Mhm.
and an interviewer.
Agreed.
He's a wonderful interviewer.
Mhm.
Is that the right word?
And how does that make you feel?
Great.
Exactly.
It's great to see you succeed at stuff because you're my friend and I like to
Mhm.
see my friends succeed.
You guys are way too sweet. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you. I don't know how to spin that into something funny or entertaining. But let's move forward. Up next.
But never mind. The contest ended anyway.
Oh.
It was through today, but it must have just
Butts
ended.
indeed.
Yes. Oh,
TrekTour.com says
Woo.
Trek Tour coming to a city near you in 2024 to 2025. Of course, they are Secaucus, New Jersey, November 8 through 10, Dallas, Texas area, and Secaucus, New Jersey area. That's like New York area, basically, New York City area.
It is New York City.
Dallas, November 15 through 17. Should we call...
Oh, but you know what I'll add? It's New York City, but the amazing thing about Secaucus is that the tax is like 6.25% instead of like over 10. So
Oh, thank you.
Should we call that Trek Tour in Secaucus? Should we call it Trek to New York, New Jersey?
Yes.
Because Trek to New Jersey makes it feel like maybe it's in Parsippany, you know?
Well, exactly. It could be like anywhere, nowhere in New Jersey is that far, but Secaucus is literally right there. Like you can see New York from it.
Yeah, that's like 15 minutes from.
Oh my gosh.
From Manhattan, I believe, right? 15-20.
Star Trek 15 minutes from Manhattan.
Exactly.
It's been
okay.
so long. Oh my
This
God.
reads, it's been a few years since longtime Star Trek convention organizer Creation Entertainment hosted regional events as their footprint reduced to the annual Las Vegas bash a while back. Oh, this is depressing. But they're getting back into the swing of things, spending 2024 building up local shows in San Francisco, Chicago, and Nashville so far. November brings the Trek Tour to 2 additional cities, and we've got free weekend passes for their Secaucus, New Jersey, and Dallas, Texas area events for 2 lucky Trek Core readers.
So I shared this because I wanted to like encourage everybody to enter, but there was just an update when I opened it and it says
it's over as of today.
The contest has ended and our winners have been notified.
Love it.
Since you opened it, it updated. So
that's okay.
But I hope it's people we know. I love that. And I hope it's people we haven't met yet. Friends, we have everything.
Mhm.
Oh, that reminds me.
Definitely.
I think the end of, yes. Let's look at the end of this Trek movie article, but also go check out trekmovie.com, everybody. They've got a lot of coverage of a lot of things. Just gonna sneeze there. Okay, the regional shows. A few creation conventions already have dates locked in for 2025. Here's what is already in the books for regional events next year. San Francisco, January 24th through 26th at the Hyatt Regency SFO Airport Hotel. Orlando, Florida, August 22nd through 24th at the DoubleTree by Hilton Universal Studios.
I'm going to
Orlando,
scope
sorry,
that
Universal
hotel out
Orlando.
soon.
I'm like, I'm just going to be catching
It's
up on my
apparently
sleep from
like right
Vegas.
there.
That's
Right?
like 2 weeks later. Ouch. And Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where we're going to see Dr. Noor for sure.
Mhm.
October
And Faye
24th,
Powell.
26th. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Embassy Suites that the Charlotte one is at, I just have to tell you, they have a free breakfast that is so good with an omelet station and with an omelet chef who they have like their name up every day. And then, okay, they also have a free happy hour with like cheese and chips and salsa and veggies and food and 2 alcoholic beverages for free. Like, this hotel is so amazing.
Wow.
And they have like outside fire pits. I can't even wait. That's my
Well,
like,
you're going to have
obviously,
to,
like,
sorry to say.
because like
Just a little bit longer.
and it's also like an atrium, so you can like look out over the railing and see everybody down who's
I
eating
like our
downstairs.
atrium. That's
So
nice.
fun.
That's nice.
I love these hotels they choose. They're just
Dave
so
Gregory
perfect.
announces, you heard it here first. I'll be doing Orlando and Charlotte, he says.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
Although those aren't the abbreviations that Creation uses. Orlando's correct, it's ORL, but for Charlotte, it's CLT. CLT. STCLT, it is. And STORL, Storl. All right. All right. Beautiful Garden State, Dave Gregory says. Yeah, so that'll be fun.
Wait.
Everybody in the live chat, let us know. Again, I know we're always talking about this, but this is big news. Star Trek conventions are growing back. Like the glory days of yore, uncle.
Yes, and it's great. It's so
It's great.
great. It is great. It's so
It is
much
great.
fun.
So fun.
Talk to people and
Mhm.
see people who love Star Trek so much, and that love is just so contagious, and it exudes exuberance and fun.
It really does. It really does. And you know what? Since you're going to New Jersey, you should get Bruce Springsteen to come and he'll sing Glory Days and it'll be like a
Oh my
perfect circle of
gosh.
awesomeness.
Yeah.
He might already be coming.
He definitely is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He may be won the pass for Trek Tour.
Unconfirmed reports say that Bruce Springsteen will definitely be there.
Oh, that would be so
That'd be
fun.
so
Yeah.
fun. That is just such a good deal. So like you
Mhm.
can literally go for the day pass plus like $3.50 on the bus. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's crazy.
All right,
Mhm.
here's a fun thing because you can't really do a poll where you select more than one thing. But in the live chat, we put, which are you interested in going to? Actually, it says gapoing to, but whatever. I was typing with one hand. The options are New Jersey, Dallas, San Francisco, Las Vegas, Orlando, or Charlotte. Pick as many as you like. Just use those abbreviations. I want to see which ones you are going to,
Yes.
or at least considering going to.
Yes.
Yes. I would
All right.
like to. That would be great.
Because Casey Biggs does a wine tasting thing at these conventions. That's so much fun because he's known as the Paso wine guy, right?
Mhm.
And so, you know, he gets
Which
some
they
wine.
actually sold at the STSF hotel. It was so good.
Mm.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
Mhm. Jenny, I really wish that you were going to all of them, not just one of them, not just
Me
Vegas.
too. Me too.
We need more Jenny R. Johnson.
I agree. I agree. You know, I mean, it's actually like it's such a like I have a good problem in that I'm very, very busy right now.
That's a
and
wonderful problem.
am booked pretty solidly into
Mhm.
next year, which is crazy and
Which is
awesome.
great.
But it's also a little bit frustrating when I want to like, do things and see people
How
and
can
go
we
places.
incorporate karaoke into this?
I
I love
know.
I can't take the
Oh.
karaoke job. You guys are covered for that.
Yeah.
You got.
I think it's funny how we're always harping on Jenny. We're
I
like
know.
such peer,
And
we're
I'm
like
like,
such peer
"Ah!"
pressure. All right, let's move on, shall we?
Mm.
Here we go all the way to, oh, this is important and interesting. How many of you have seen the first couple episodes of Lower Decks?
Me.
Season 5.
I did take time to do that.
Well, check this out. Anne-Marie selected this fine article from
Well,
trekmovie.com.
here's the thing. I just like it had me at the title. I love that movie so much. Oh,
Let me
keep
see, what
meaning
is
to
it?
watch that movie.
Best Exotic Gold Hotel.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
So good
means.
with Maggie Smith.
Yeah.
I don't know who that
I
is.
haven't.
So wonderful.
Yeah.
I have not
Preview
heard.
Star Trek Lower Decks episode 503 with new images from the Best Exotic Nanite Hotel.
I love when we look at the images.
Me too.
If we had a Lappies for best title, this would be my vote. It's so good.
Pretty great.
Or if we had a Flappy for the best promo images, that would be fun.
Ooh. And we could go through all the promo images again.
Yes. And how much fun would that be?
Yeah.
I like pictures.
I do too. I really do.
Oh,
It's one of my favorite activities.
check it out.
Oh, oh,
So they're skiing. That's Billups, right?
yeah.
Boimler's
That's
got
totally
like
the dorky
13 hairs now.
ladies coat Phillips would wear.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I'm glad he kept the hair.
Yeah.
The few strands of facial hair.
That's amazing.
This pattern makes me think of like 1979 right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It was like my neighbor's handy down when I was little. Oh, it was so ugly.
And here's the two lovebirds, Tendi and
I'm
Rutherford.
like, ooh, who's Krog or
Tylen's
Krog
back
Frog
there.
on the rocks.
tonight?
Love on the
I just
rocks.
can't wait. I love
Ain't no
Liz Norway.
surprise.
Doing the little
Oh, that's
backpack
Jennifer's
doing
back.
everything.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be
Yay!
trouble.
Trouble.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
there it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, Tylen's not so sure.
Good side eye.
Yeah. Vulcans give the best side eye of any other alien in
They
Star
do.
Trek, right?
They do.
Definitely do.
Oh, there is some jealousy there. Ooh. I saw that kind of side eye in Nashville. I won't reveal why or who or but it was
In
fun
Nashville, I think
to
I remember.
watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was funny.
That's exactly it.
That's amazing.
Nailed it.
But I think you added a little to it or something like that.
Well, there was a little bit of
There was a little bit of what? Let's see it.
okay, no, I can't do it right now. Oh, wait.
Okay.
I was trying not to laugh, so that wasn't as
It
good.
was perfect.
Perfect is a strong word, Jenny.
It
All right, and then
was-
the next thing, we got some ransom nipple and a shaved
Yeah.
Boimler. Looks like he
I'm
changed his
here
wearing
for
shoes.
that.
Cosplay now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Is Ransom cosplaying Picard on Rise?
Right?
How many people are going
Right?
to be cosplaying this at Vegas?
Yeah.
I hope a lot.
Well, Ransom can pull it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ow!
Whoa.
And then what happens when he pulls it off, though?
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Yeah.
Things get rowdy. Like
So that's
with
pretty
Rhino.
interesting. You've got
Little
you got
pods
Ransom
there.
in a skimpy little outfit. Looks like he's giving Boimler a hand with his luggage or something. Here, let me help you with that, kid, with your skinny arms. He's saying something like that. And
Sit in the
Boimler's like,
van.
okay, but be careful. I've got my iguanas in there. Something.
Oh,
And think I started to turn him into like that nerdy Simpsons guy. That, okay, sir, don't take my Diet Coke.
I don't know who that is, but that's funny.
There's a guy on The Simpsons, right? Jenny,
There's
you know
a there's a nerd guy, yeah. The like doctor professor guy.
not that guy.
Not that
goes,
guy?
"Oh," he's like
Not-
a teenager guy.
Oh,
And not the guy that goes like, well,
Oh.
actually, this
Smithers.
issue, not Smithers.
No,
No,
Smithers.
I'm
no,
gonna
he's
pull this guy.
the
People in the
he's
live
the
chat
long
know what
hair
I'm
guy,
talking.
right? The long hair guy.
Not Otto.
Not Otto, the long hair of the teenager guys.
Oh my god, I want a new segment of people not knowing your obsession.
I know this is
Long-
horrible.
There's like
Smithers.
there's like
to
the little
find
like
this.
goo 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 like bald guy, and then
Homer?
there's like the long hair teenager guy with the hat.
No, but I was thinking of Smithers' assistant, not Smithers.
No,
Wait,
it's
Smithers
this
is
guy.
the assistant. Oh wait, yes, no, wait.
He's
Oh,
called
is
the
Smithers?
Oh,
that
that guy.
the squeaky voiced teen.
Right,
I
that
thought he was, like,
guy.
way older.
I
Why
don't
do you
know
think
him
he's so
well
old?
enough.
He doesn't know you either.
There's been so many Simpsons episodes.
There really has.
Yeah.
So
I haven't
funny.
seen one in a long time.
Me too, like
watched the
20 years
first.
easy.
We watched the first
Mm.
Oh,
episode.
did we?
Oh.
Yeah, Santa's little helper.
Santa's
You're
little
right.
helper
Yeah.
introduction. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
a different time.
It was a different
It
time.
was a different time.
Time
But
after
that's a
time.
contract.
So, was there more to this Lower Decks preview here? Mostly
Well,
just
There
pictures.
Yes,
should,
that
yeah,
I'm
more
obsessed with
pictures.
It
Give us the
says
pictures.
The
Give us the pictures.
synopsis. That was
You
all.
just gloss over the pictures. Get us pictures, pictures, pictures.
Go watch
This
the
is
cleaner.
a visual medium.
Jenny's all hepped up on Arnold Palmer right now.
Canadians can get
Don't talk to me
rowdy.
about Arnold Palmer right now.
Ew.
Poor Arnold Palmer.
Poor
Why?
I can't
What
even
happened?
say it.
Google it.
Arnold Palmer. Hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
inadvertently.
I knew who you were talking about before you pulled him up. So nice. You guys are on this. You guys are. so
Oh,
Costco.
yeah, he is in the news for something that okay.
Yeah.
I guess, okay. I guess I'll read that later. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He was a golfer that
yes.
came up
Mhm.
with this drink, or at least they named the drink after him because he used to always drink it. You know,
Yeah,
he
I
used to say
Because
how
it's
feisty. And-
delicious.
You know what they do in France that's different that I
what?
grew up drinking? It's similar.
Hmm.
It's like powdered iced tea, you know, like what is that? Nestea, right? Is that a
Mhm.
thing? Nestea?
Yeah.
And then with tang, orange tang.
Oh.
And so it's kind of like an Arnold Palmer, but instead of
People love
tea and
orange.
lemonade, it's tea and orange tang.
done that
Alright.
before.
It was very
Alright.
good, very refreshing.
Hmm.
Tastes like chicken.
Hmm.
Oh, by the way,
No.
it's from my cousin in France. Look at this.
That's
Ooh.
nice.
I'm going to be trying those
Ooh.
out on Star Trek and Chill this Friday, everybody. So stay tuned
Awesome.
for that.
Ooh, fun.
All right. So let's see. Is there anything else? The synopsis is the lower deckers hunt nanites on a resort in space.
More pictures.
We saw all the pictures, Jenny. I
Did
can't.
we?
Why did you say that? I don't think we did.
I did like 3 times,
I
but
don't
you were
think
going.
you
"Ah,
did
ah,"
not
you were just
say that.
yelling the whole
You
time.
definitely did not say it.
You guys, I did say it, right? Check the tape.
I didn't
Right.
hear it, but
You did
that's
say it.
probably but okay, those were all the pictures.
Were they
Yeah,
really?
that was all.
There was
Yes.
what? There were 4 of them. There's usually like
How many-
10.
No.
That would be the whole
All
episode.
right, we'll go
then.
through all of them again for Jenny.
We just want to see Ransom's nipple again.
I do.
There we go.
It's true. Oh no, there goes my
Girl, you know
Barbie.
it's true.
Oh,
right, here it is.
Milli Vanilli. Isn't
They're having a moment.
Are they?
Yeah, Millie Vanilli.
John
are huge
Orchiola
again.
and I were talking about Milli Vanilli this morning, actually.
Oh.
Okay, so there's this one on the resort, the ski resort. Okay. And there's
Yay.
these 2 guys talking to Lynn's back here.
Yeah.
And then there's Jennifer and Side Eye. Remember, we remember
Right.
this.
Right.
And then there's nipples. Okay,
Amazing.
abs and shaped
Yeah.
face. Okay. And that's it. It's over.
Joel said this
What the
hell?
I need pictures.
They usually have more.
I think it's usually about 2 to 6.
Okay.
The weirdest is when they give you like 10 and they're all people just like standing there from
Yeah,
like
and you're like, you
5
can't
degree
use
differences.
this.
And you're
Yeah, one's like
yeah.
one's like a full
That's-
body and the other one's a close up. It's just like,
So
what are,
You're
what are we
like,
doing here?
But then
That's
there
a
was one
nice
day where they
outfit.
gave like a huge spoiler, and I was like, wait, what?
Bob D
prefer-
says it's France. They use wine instead of water to mix it.
What's
Interesting.
really weird though with this batch of like previews, it's the first time I ever have seen them like do the previews without saying who wrote and directed episodes, which is
Ooh,
annoying because I like to know. I like to know
Yeah.
and have it be celebrated so we can all start following the person of the week like
mhm.
in advance.
Yeah, so Rose Kirby says, hey, like, love, hit, tap that. And then
And
Nice, Rose Kirby.
Zap
wait.
that.
she's saying,
Wow.
like, love, hit, tap it.
Come on,
Uh,
Eileen.
Bow, bow.
She's talking about hitting the like button, everybody. So please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon
point.
for notifications. If you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. And then Jenny will go to the Trek tour destination of your choosing.
Ooh.
Uh,
Airfare and hotel on you, of course.
Yes.
The
All you have
royal
to do
you.
is just buy me a ticket and a hotel room.
Right.
And yeah, no problem. Just do my work for me for a week. It'll be great.
What is this face?
Okay.
Ryan, it's not
Well, I couldn't remember what I was
full
going to
face.
say, so I'm just moving on to the next item up for bid then.
Want to do BSG Con?
Okay.
It's G-Con.
Let's see here. Oh, Michael Hogan.
This was such a special convention because like there hasn't been a primary like only
Edward
Battlestar
James
convention in so long.
Olmos. Check it out.
And Michael Hogan like sadly like got like fell at the last convention, I think in Canada.
It was it was a
say
few years
2020,
ago.
and got injured, like hit his
Hit
head.
his head, and yeah,
Yes,
he had it really
had
rough
a head
after that.
injury. Yes, and so it was amazing that he got announced like a month or so before this convention, because like I guess he has good days and bad, so they wanted to wait until it was closer. But it turned out like the whole cast was there, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Doesn't this make you wonder, maybe we were wrong about Edward James Olmos playing Adama as an old person? Like, I thought he was like really old when I watched
He's
this.
always looked really old. It's like,
But then I'm like, but he's still
He
around and he
has.
still looks fine.
So
No,
looked
he
like
has.
1987. It's crazy when he was
If you
so
go
like
watch
oh my
Blade
God,
Runner,
standing
Right.
away.
Yeah.
he looked pretty old in Blade Runner.
Yeah.
But he always had hats on, so you didn't see his hair. But
So he was only
Yeah.
57 when he played Adama
Yeah.
initially.
That's crazy because he always looks old. So like he's
Yeah.
Selena's dad. Oh my God. It's like when I walked by him and he smiled at me, I was like, I'm blushing so hard. He's amazing. But there were all these amazing moments. So first of all, on the Friday, Ronald D. Moore was there along with Michael Taylor, who wrote
That's
episodes
awesome.
for Star Trek. His first one was The Visitor. He also like co-wrote Pale Moonlight and was on the Voyager staff. It was just like they did an incredible panel. And what was so amazing is that they gave complimentary autographs to everybody. It's just like
Yeah, that's
everybody
awesome.
was so happy to be there. Con Eve, Mary McDonald was at the hotel restaurant and she got up from her table and went to tables of fans to thank them for coming.
Oh my God.
It was amazing. It was such an amazing convention.
It's so presidential of her.
Yes.
Oh.
It was just like, and the cast was so happy, and they were all so happy that Michael Hogan was there. And there was an auction they announced that like went to benefit his GoFundMe because his GoFundMe needed some help to like get over the hurdle. And they raised $46,000 at this auction.
wow.
And like the fellow castmates brought these amazing treasures that honestly could go for so much more. So like Adama's crew jacket went for over 7,000. Like Colonel Teague's screen used jacket went for over 7,000. There was like a script that belonged to Jamie Bamber that was like the final edition, and that went for 8,000. And the episode where things happened with Ellen, it's just like really, it was amazing, and just everybody's love for each other was just fantastic. And Starbuck came, had Katie Sackhoff for like the Friday. It was just an amazing weekend.
Yeah.
I loved that. Oh my God.
That's awesome.
So cute. It was, and he, like, my favorite moments, I was working in the vendor's room, and he, like, no actors really come in there. However, like, one of the directors who directed the most episodes, I think his name's Michael Reimer, his wife came and bought like so much merch. It was so cute to like give to all their family and friends when they went back
that's
home.
nice. That's awesome.
And yeah, but then Michael Hogan had his wife like wheel him into the vendor's room so he could like look around at how happy everybody was getting merch. And, like,
Oh, that's awesome.
It was real, and I like looked out of the corner of my eyes. I'm smiling. It was just so lovely and beautiful. And every time he'd go by, people would like clap. It was such a special convention. And so they announced during it that it's now going to be an annual Battlestar convention.
Yeah, that's great.
Move cities. So they announced the next one's going to be in Hanover, New Jersey, which is right by New York. And that's going to be in September, end of September next year.
Nice.
Awesome.
It was such, and like so many people flew in, and there was a guy who'd flown from Australia on Wednesday, leaving Monday. And it was, oh my God, it was the best. People from Belgium, like.
Well, Battlestar Galactica is an iconic show. I remember when I first saw it, I didn't watch it on its first run. I watched it maybe 2010-ish. I think it was on Netflix. It was 2013. I think it was 2013. Yeah. And I just kind of found myself a little bit of free time, kind of, you know. And then I remember a friend of mine saying it was a great show. And I asked him again, I said, how good is it? Is it worth like actually starting to watch? Because I don't usually like stuff. You know, I don't need a show just to watch a show. Oh, and his name was Michael Kenyon Rosenberg. And he said, oh, yeah, it's so great. I love it. You'll love it, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And I watched it. And it was kind of one of those things where you watch like 2 episodes a night at the end of the night, right? And I couldn't put it down. I'd be like, okay, I'll just watch one. I'll just do one. But like,
especially as it goes on.
She shot him? What? I got what the crap? You know? And
frack?
So you see, Anne Marie, what I'm talking about
I know,
is
I watched
okay, good. So anyway, great show, and I'm glad that it's being celebrated. And I think it should get like one convention every year where people can celebrate it. I mean, it might not be as big as the 20th, but it could always be big.
Yeah. So like one of my other favorite things was that, so first of all, some of the people, like I didn't know that Edward James Olmos, like every time he writes like a paragraph for his autographs. And then what started happening is when like, and so since everybody was together and it was the first time for a while, tons of people were having like tons of merch signed, or also like promo pictures that just had 2 people or just had 3 people. So what started happening is like the first person to sign a group picture would write a note to another person in it, and then the second person would like write a note responding to the first note on the autograph. Make it like really unique.
Oh, that's
and
cute.
Like, it was also amazing how well they remember their lines, because some of them were like making fun of each other's stance in the picture, but then other ones would be like a famous line that they said to the character, and then the character would write the famous line they said back. It was really cute. And my favorite was James Callis when he would write "No more Mr. Nice Guys" on people's photos, which he's adorable. It was so much fun.
I watched Katie Sackhoff's podcast last week talking with Jonathan Frakes.
Cool.
Which is a great conversation. Oh my God, it's so awesome. But one thing that they were talking about was that her experience on Battlestar, that group of actors, very much, it was one of those lightning in a bottle family moments where they are so in love with each other, and they like those connections have lasted, you know, and they were just talking about that they've both gotten to experience that, like these really, really special relationships coming out of this just magical, perfect combination of people that Yeah, really, really cool. So it was especially cool to see them all together because they are all so genuinely happy to be with each other.
That's
You
awesome.
know? Mhm.
So cute. They like at the end of these days were so long for them because like
Yeah.
the amount of group photo op combinations because of the nature of the show and
Mhm.
Cylons, and then later learning you're a Cylon or not, like
Yeah.
and couples and family. There were a
Yeah.
million group photo ops, and so
Mhm.
like these were crazy days for them. Plus all the panels, plus like
Yeah.
all the autographs, and then at night they'd like have little like hotel parties with each other and watch the World Series. It was
Mhm.
so
Aw.
so like they had the cutest videos going up on Instagram. It was so delightful and special. And I didn't know that the cast was so close. It was so
Mhm.
special to see. I
Mm.
loved it. And the
Yeah, that's
pictures with
really
like the
cool.
full cast from day one, like Ronald D. Moore and Michael Taylor sat in on them. So
Mhm.
it's like such special photos. It was amazing.
Yep.
And there was some really good cosplay. There was like a couple cosplaying like Adama and the President Rosalind when they're sitting on that like
Mhm.
it, and she's like in the skirt and they're just like watching everybody settle in. I was
Mhm.
like, this, oh my God, it was such great cosplay. Someone had like built a
Mm.
Cylon arm that like he could operate.
Ooh,
And
that's
then he
cool.
put a DeBoles like sticker from like the early 90s, but made it like from like what is that planet? Like Toron or something. It was so
Mhm.
good. It was amazing. Can't wait for next year's in New Jersey.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
That's
Mark in the
so
live
cool.
chat says,
Mm.
did you know that Eddie Olmos is pictured on the back of Eric Clapton's first solo album?
Really?
He's listed as a friend. That's pretty cool.
That's
Aw,
awesome.
that is
Mhm.
awesome.
Friend.
Also, everybody, shout out to Greg Kenzo from Hawaii, who is joining
Hey.
us right now.
Ooh.
He says, hello, hello. And everybody knows that means his favorite band is the Electric Light Orchestra.
I thought he
Mhm.
was talking about that show. Hello, hello. Did anybody else watch that?
Yes, hello. Oh, of course.
I watched it when I was a
Ryan did
kid.
it. It doesn't
I don't
just
know
make
anything
sense.
about
Because they always are
LOL,
running around
but I
pretending to
know
be French with
LOL.
garlic
I
around their
know.
mouths. Well, oh, the one other thing I was going to add is too that it was like really special to see Edward James Olmos and Michael Hogan interact. And like, in fact,
Mhm.
when Michael Hogan arrived, like there was a really special moment that someone filmed where like they went over to see each other. It was so moving. Like, it was just such a
Mhm.
memorable weekend. And
Mhm.
Michael Hogan's
Mhm.
75, which and he looked amazing, and he was wearing a uniform for all the like
So he
the
was
photo
only
ops were so cute.
55 as Colonel Ty.
Yeah,
That's another one. Like
crazy.
It's
he and Adama were in
crazy.
their 50s, but I
Yes.
thought I was looking at oldies when I watched that movie, that
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Oh, and
That's
one of
why
my favorite
that's what's
things.
good to catch up on these shows as you get older because you're like,
You
oh,
watch them and you're like, I guess they're
oh.
not really that. Like I always thought Picard
No,
was
but I watched it
ancient,
this year, and
and
I
now I
thought they were
watch it and I'm
super
like,
old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like watching,
Yeah.
yeah, like watching Voyager the last time and realizing like, oh, 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 we're the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird, you know?
It is weird.
Yeah.
It
who,
is
you and the
weird.
caretaker, or what do you mean?
No, like realizing the moment you realize that you are the same age as Catherine O'Hara in Home Alone, your life is different. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's cool.
It's
That's a good, that movie still stands up, actually.
Absolutely.
Good movie.
It's a
Watch it in a
classic.
couple months.
Yeah.
Hey, also,
Couple of months.
oh, Lucia Roz is
December.
in the live chat as well. She says hello to everybody. What's up,
Hey.
Red Shirt Bob and May Borello? Good to see all of you.
Yay.
Who was it? That was another thing that I wanted to show. Oh, yeah. Mark says the Kinks. LOL. A Lola. Lola. Remember that song? Bubbles all the time like a giant
double
carbonated
soda.
soda.
Oh, that sounds like a fun
Yodie,
song.
yode.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
a
not
good
heard
one.
this song.
It's Yoda. It's great. I don't know the words to Lola, but I know all the words to
Yeah.
Yoda.
Weird Al Star Wars parodies are top notch.
Mhm.
Top notch.
What do you say? I know Darth Vader's really got you annoyed, but remember if you kill him that you'll be unemployed. Oh my Yoda. Anyway, you see, Amory, Darth Vader was a bad
know.
guy in a franchise called Star Wars.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
And
know.
Yoda was a good guy. Actually, I saw a meme about him yesterday where it's like, I totally get it. Like some kid asked him so many questions, and then he just got tired of answering them and died or something like that. He's just like, too many questions. Right? Like, die, I must.
Bringing
Something
faith
like
to his death.
Forever sleep.
Yeah. Okay.
Gosh, I love those impressions.
I know.
Yeah.
They're great.
Oh, here's some
Impression.
sad news, everybody.
Oh yeah.
This is from our friends over at twitter.com at TrekCore. And they tweet. Is it called? No, it's called posting nowadays.
It's a tweet.
Farewell to Teri Garr, who starred as Roberta Lincoln in Star Trek's Assignment Earth. Now, you guys had some strong feelings and thoughts on this, that she was kind of a big deal back then, right?
Well, no. So it's a big deal because Star Trek like discovered her. So first of all, if you pull up JJ Lendl did a really amazing drawing that I sent you on Facebook Messenger of her in Star Trek also. But
Oh, cool.
so basically, like she went on to be an Oscar-nominated actress for her supporting role in Tootsie, and she was kind of like a Mel Brooks muse. But her first big speaking role was in Star Trek, in the backdoor pilot Assignment Earth, where they were hoping that she and Gary Seven would have like, I mean, I think was it around the same time as I Dream of Jeannie or a year before, but it was kind of like in a similar vein to that. And she was so good and really popped. And so like people often say that she's probably the biggest guest star that TOS ever had. And in some ways, like multiple Star Trek series, but at the time,
I thought the biggest guest star they ever had was probably Paul White, the Big Show. He was like 7'2".
No, the original series. Oh, wait a minute. But also the original
series.
The original series.
But also good jokes.
Also, ha ha ha.
I just love JJ Lendl's so talented.
Yeah.
JJ Lendl says
perfectly captures her expression in that episode.
at JJ Lendl, I've always loved Teri Garr. Here's my Trekkie tribute to her in one of her earliest roles way back in 1968, the Star Trek episode Assignment Earth. Gorgeous.
Which, by the way, Prodigy was just spoofing because that's like Wesley's office in season 2. But she really popped. I think later on she didn't really like to talk about Star Trek, but probably because like all of us were constantly asking her. But
yeah,
she was so talented, and like people were posting like her and Tootsie and with like opposite Dustin Hoffman, and she just her comedic timing and just like personality just like pop, like it put her in a class of her own. And when you watch Assignment Earth, it's clear that she's like brilliant and fun and so talented. So it's nice to see all the
Speaking of talent, it's amazing how JJ can do this kind of almost like abstract thing with no lines, no real clear defined edges or borders, yet you know exactly what you're looking at. And look at how big and blotchy and bulky these lines are. Yet you know exactly what you're seeing. It's incredible.
So
it's wonderful.
Talented. Like she was just so hilarious in that episode. Oh my god, it's one of my favorites.
And I love these colors. I just love his use of color too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Love it. Her mom was actually a Rockette and her dad was in vaudeville. She had like a really amazing entertainment family. She was in 6 Elvis movies as a dancer.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like an incredible career.
Incredible.
Why did Elvis have 6 movies?
Elvis had way more than 6 movies.
So many movies. And then she was like,
weird.
well, if I'm just one of many dancers, I'm gonna like do my own thing. And then she got cast in all these amazing movies, and the rest is history.
Beautiful. Well, we salute you, Teri Garr, star of Young Frankenstein and Tootsie.
Oh my god.
Up
when
next.
I was in the Tootsie clips, I was like, I gotta rewatch that movie. It's so good.
Twitter.com also posts from Trek Central at the Trek Central. Here it is. New Section 31 one-shot. A new Section 31 single-issue spin-off comic featuring Georgiou on a new adventure is due for release from IDW Publishing February 5th, 2025. That's 252025. It's written by Crash Wong with art by Megan Levins.
Mm.
The Section 31 streaming movie is out January 24th. Man, I can't believe how close we are to that. That's actually right around the corner. I
So close.
selfishly wish that it was a month earlier so it could be enjoyed
Right.
like as a family holiday movie, but also so it could be
Yes.
part of the Lappy Awards.
Mhm.
I have like a
But now we're gonna have to wait
Ah.
another full year for it to be
Yeah.
part of the Lappy Awards, and then it might be tough for people to remember,
Yeah.
11 plus months back.
Right.
You know what would be fun is if there was a way to figure out how to screen this at Star Trek San Francisco.
Exactly, because this is the
Yeah.
Friday, the first day of STSF.
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Way.
That would be fun.
I've been called way many times, actually.
Way.
So there are like a couple really interesting things about this. First of all, that like it's not written by two men, and also just like
Boo!
the
Oh wait, no,
tie-ins.
that's good.
Well, it's just like an interesting thing that's happening in the evolution of the industry, but also like just the timing of it. Because sometimes like that was the first thing I was interested in, because sometimes like for example with Picard, like they'll put out things like a couple months before the Picard season or a couple weeks before the Picard season that's like it's standalone things and there aren't quote unquote spoilers, but once you watch the show it
Mhm.
clearly like has tie-ins. So it's interesting this one's coming out after, but
Yeah.
because it's IDW and official, probably there are tie-ins to like help build the world.
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
This comm
like-
badge insignia looks gorgeous.
I was
Doesn't it?
just thinking that, and then I
Ooh.
thought, I think she has comm badges on her eyes, like her eyeliner,
Like
Yeah, right
deltas,
here.
yeah.
almost
Yeah, eh?
deltas. Yeah, I like that comm badge a lot.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The Lappy
Yeah.
Awards are coming up in just a little more than 3 months, right? I mean,
Oh, they are.
voting for it's coming up in like 50 days
That's
already.
exciting.
Well, we started voting after Thanksgiving last year,
Mhm.
but
Oh.
we still have a lot of weeks left of Lower Decks, it feels like.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Mhm.
All right. What's next on the agenda, everybody? Man alive, this is a jam-packed week. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh man, I don't know which one to choose. Let's just go in order here. Amory puts things in order for a reason. And that reason is because if I don't do it, she yells at me. So here they are in order of the email. Perfectly plucked by Anne Marie. Here we go. Like Worf's eyebrows.
Nice.
Oh, Jordy.
LeVar Burton, LeVar Burton, it, quote, makes so much sense, unquote, for Star Trek Legacy to follow Starfleet Academy. Well, that's interesting.
Mhm.
I
But
love
what
that
if
he's,
Starfleet
like,
Academy goes
paid for
5
it.
seasons, 5 to 7 years?
Well, maybe he says maybe he doesn't mean follow after, maybe he just means follow as the next show they start in production that could overlap.
Mhm.
I guess we should read and find out. Let that be a lesson to all of us, everybody. Everybody that retweets before reading the article.
Don't just read the headlines, folks.
Right.
Have you guys ever read an article where the headline is not just misleading?
Oh my God.
It's
yeah.
completely the opposite of what the
What do you
article
mean?
actually
Ugh.
says.
All the time.
Yeah.
It's
All
so
the
funny.
time.
But that doesn't usually happen in Star Trek news. But in other
No.
news,
Mm-mm.
you read the headline and you're like, what? That's
Yeah.
crazy. And then you read it and you're like, no, wait, that
Mhm.
headline is a
No.
lie. You're
Yeah.
lying to me. And now I
Yeah.
gave you my click.
Mhm.
Oh. Yeah. All the time. Not for Star Trek, but
Trying to be very careful with my clicks. I'm not handing them out willy-nilly
I'm really
anymore.
enjoying this beverage. It's very
Nice.
refreshing.
Hmm.
All right, so here it is.
So basically,
It reads,
this is all stuff we know, but what's interesting are his quotes from
exactly.
his TV line interview.
LeVar Burton says, I think Patrick was reflecting genuinely the sentiment. Then and now, at least for us, the cast and the audience 2 years on, seem to be just as interested in the idea of legacy as when Picard was just airing. I'm not close to the brain trust over there, but I see that they're all in on Starfleet Academy. And in this age of cutting back and retrenching in the entertainment space, I imagine they're going to focus on that until they feel like they might be able to focus on something else. Wait, that didn't make. I imagine they're going to focus on that until they feel like they might be able to focus on something else. And I would like to think that given the opportunity and the resources, that they would want to do this. It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense.
It does make sense.
From Geordi himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he does mention something important, though. He says, in this age of cutting back and retrenching in the entertainment space, it really does seem as though the strikes that happened last year have not fully gone through the repercussions yet. Like, we're still feeling the repercussions. Writing jobs are being scaled back. Production gigs are being scaled back. Production companies, streaming services are being sold or folding or selling off assets, retrenching of just everybody's just kind of like, it's kind of like, you know, the dot-com boom. Everybody went nuts and then some did well and then others kind of didn't. And then everybody just kind of like closed back in and reassessed, and then we'll see how things go. But right now we're definitely in a period of playing things safe, not just going at everybody's buying everything, everybody's expanding, everybody's just kind of tightening up, you know, loosening up, tightening up the bootstraps or the belt, what buckles, I don't know what the term is, but something like that.
Tightening their belts.
Is that what it is? It reminds me of that line by Cliff Clavin when he ate so much, he said, I had to make a new hole in my belt with a nail. I don't know why that was funny, but it is.
It is funny.
So anyway, that's important to note because obviously Star Trek, the franchise, is not immune to what's hitting everybody. So if we're seeing less shows because of the strike, cool, we get it. But if we don't ever get back up to 5, or if it takes longer than you expect, that's because when the strikes ended, it wasn't just like, all right, full steam ahead. It was like, we're still feeling the effects of that. We're still kind of waiting to get that second wind. It'll come, but it takes a while to reassess and get the money flowing again.
Yeah.
All right. I guess that's all we have to say about that.
Well, and I was just thinking it might be fun if Legacy played around with the anthology idea.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun and something a little bit different for Trek.
Yeah.
What about if they said, look, we don't have the money or the plans for Legacy or whatever, something like that. Then Legacy, Terry Matalas could just say, all right, let's do a book series. Let's do a graphic novel series. You know, let's do something to where people can still enjoy what might have been, read it out, watch it out, play it out in a different way.
Yeah.
Or maybe it'll be a movie.
I don't want to read it.
It'll be the next series of movies.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
Dave Gregory in the live chat says, ugh.
Yes. Ugh.
Freaking make it. Everybody loves it. Oh, so annoying.
Then he continues, this song and dance will continue on. It was already moving in this direction before, but the motivation to expand is just not there, nor is it to hire more creatives.
Interesting.
Yes. Mark says, I'm astonished that Paramount greenlit Starfleet Academy Season 2 without Season 1 even airing yet. Joshua Reeves says celebrating Star Trek's 60th anniversary with Legacy seems like the right move. Oh,
Yes.
Ooh,
Exactly.
that's a good idea.
I mean, in terms of the second season of Legacy, to me, it doesn't feel quite so groundbreaking because it's Paramount basically just saying like, yeah, let's make 20 episodes of this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like
Sure.
it's
Wow.
like
Still
like
less
it's a
than a
little
full season.
like, yes, they're like, ta-da, look what we did.
Mhm.
But it's like they're like, yeah, we're gonna make the show, and we've got this huge
Yeah.
studio, and we're gonna make a bunch of episodes of it, and that's
Kind of
fantastic. Like,
And
akin
cheaper than
to-
like renegotiating once they're hired again.
Yeah.
For something else.
yeah,
but it's almost akin to the syndications of the 90s shows like
yeah,
TNG or
Mm.
Deep Space Nine or Voyager, where they were all syndicated and guaranteed a certain number of episodes, which is why they all went so long.
yeah,
This kind of feels like the same thing where they're guaranteed 20
Mhm.
episodes, and if it goes on longer, we'll see how successful it is first.
Yeah. yeah. Like,
Your
it's
lines
not.
are back.
Oh yeah,
Ryan,
Yeah.
your lines are back.
like from
oh wait, weird. What the
from
heck?
what
I
from what I understand, like Strange New Worlds, for example, has been renewed to 4, but it
Mhm.
actually has been renewed to 5. Like they're like it's going 5. Like and I'm not like me just saying, oh, it's going 5, but like I actually like know that it's going 5.
Right.
that seems to be that's what I think is going to be just the
Mhm.
new rule. And
Yeah.
we've mentioned this before because not only did it just seem like that's what they're doing, but I believe it
Mhm.
was Alex Kurtzman who almost flatly said,
Yeah.
all these shows
Yeah.
are basically going to go 5.
Right.
I
Yeah.
just have
That's
such a
only
hard time
50
falling in
that's
love
only
with them when
50
it's only
episodes.
50 episodes. Exactly.
Right.
Like,
It is.
I love them all, but not the same way. Because you
Give
don't
us
like
some bottle
give us
episodes, man.
boring shit of them just having daily
I know.
lives.
Mhm.
There's no
Even like we'll
galaxy.
settle right here out of court for 20 episodes,
Mhm.
Yes.
5 seasons, 100
No
episodes.
special effects. Don't care.
Deal.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Give
Yeah.
us
And it's okay.
slice of life episodes.
You
I
can
don't
save
understand.
money on most of them. You can only give
Also,
us
like,
give
they
us
have
only 2 or
PBS.
3 big episodes per season, 2 or 3 best of both worlds, and
Yep.
the rest will just be like, fun episodes of 3 of them on an away mission.
Yeah.
Exactly.
2 of
Start
them
putting ones
doing
from like a
kissy
few years
face
ago
back
on
at home. I
CBS
don't care.
so that like people actually watch it who aren't just Star Trek fans already.
Right.
Like that would go a long way.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, and we don't
And I don't
need
get it. Like,
explosions
Ghost
every
is on-
episode. We don't
Yeah, and-
need the wow and flash and wow
Mhm.
every episode.
Get stuck in a turbo lift and just hang out there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
There was that
Like-
Lower Decks episode of caves. I enjoyed that episode so
Exactly.
much because they were stuck in a cave and they were telling stories about their lives together on
Yes.
the Cerritos. It was great. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then,
exactly.
Wesley and Picard is stuck in a cave together and have to love that kind
Solve
of
a
stuff.
problem. Let's solve a
Ducat
problem.
and Kira in
Yeah.
a cave together. You
Yeah.
know?
Beverly Crusher's stuck on the ship by herself by the end of the show.
Ghost candles.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep.
I mean, we would like that. And Strange New Worlds, they bring us this super
So
high
good.
quality, incredible every single episode. But what we're
Mhm.
saying is, guys, we know you put a lot into it. We know you put a
Mhm.
lot of money into it.
Yeah.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears and gigantic special effects, and it's expensive. But what we're saying is, as long as the writing is there and the characters we like are there,
Yeah.
you don't
Exactly.
need every episode
Yes.
to look gigantic and huge and amazing and beautiful.
Right.
Mhm.
Like if that's
And
the
also
if
if it
that's the
does-
difference, if we have to choose between 10 incredible looking episodes and 2 incredible looking episodes with 18 just lower budget bottle
Mhm.
episodes, I think we would take the 18 or the 20
I agree.
because it would just
And
be
also
more
after
Star
a few
Trek.
years, put them on network TV because I just want more people to see it.
because a lot of times some of those episodes would end up being the best episodes because that's how it happens. They have these little funny who cares bottle episodes that all of a sudden, like, as time goes on, we go, you know, that's the best episode. I love that one.
And then we start investing in the characters more because we're not invested in the explosions.
And you get more of these fan favorite one-off characters.
Exactly.
More of these like, oh my God, that's so-and-so. That's this person. That's that person. That's what we love. We love these one-offs.
Yeah.
And how great would it be to have
Melora
wrestling cameos from wrestlers?
Exactly. Yeah.
Also,
like, I mean, really.
Like, okay, so this leads us to the next thing, the last thing, which is my new favorite Memory Alpha page since Footsie. Like, somehow I ended up on it. Like, somebody who's on a TNG episode was also played some other alien who's a background on Deep Space Nine, and it took me to this weird Memory Alpha page where the headings are so funny.
Deep Space Nine. Let me pull this up here.
So they have like all these subheadings that are just so great.
Deep Space Nine visitors. I don't understand. This is just
they just
alien bidders, alien
and somehow they
businessmen,
describe them.
alien
There's one
musician.
guy with a beak. It's just so funny. And then when you look at the pictures and then read their description, it's even funnier.
Alien with bulbous head and mandibles.
All right.
Oh, great. It's also like not HD, so it's like, what are you guys even talking about? It's amazing.
What is this? But they were able to find the same guy in several episodes.
Amazing. Yes.
Wow.
This is like the biggest like work of dedication and devotion I've ever seen.
That's unbelievable. How do you just look through every frame trying to look for? That looks like that's definitely Darth Vader without his helmet. If I've ever seen Darth Vader without his helmet. This almost looks like a Suliban. You know, with the copper shirt.
That Future Man? Isn't this amazing?
Yeah. I remember this guy. Yeah, most of these are like in quarks.
Yeah. It's just like the dedication to this is just unreal.
That's a cool looking dude.
Oh.
Not the one with the long face.
Yeah, why the long face? Yeah.
Wow. When you blow it up, it is long.
It's so cool looking. I want to know more about these aliens.
Like thousands of these. So I like killed way too much time scrolling on this because it's amazing. Look how many, it's like 47,176 or something.
Oh,
that's a lot.
One of Quark's Dabo girls.
Over 47,000 photos of this. Like,
of course, it's 47.
That's a Cylon.
An alien with pig-like nose.
Okay.
We need to look through this with Michael Westmore.
Yeah.
See if he remembers like every single one of them.
Yes. Isn't this incredible?
Or see if Tracy Coco can.
Is this a Twi'lek right here?
Go up a little.
Close.
Where it said like when you like scroll to the left side, it says this Westmore alien. It's so fun.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Wade
click
Kelly.
on Westmore alien now. We need just like a spin-off show, like chats with Michael Westmore reading Memory Alpha.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say just a show of us just screwing around on Memory Alpha. That's something that people would want to go to sleep to. Just somebody reading Memory Alpha to them with like the sound of the Enterprise in the background, you know?
So true.
Yeah,
that's
you just hear that hum of the Enterprise, and then you just hear, oh, and this Westmore alien had 2 extra sets of mandibles out the sides and a pig-like nose. And that's interesting. It's got a pinkish hue on the cheeks.
But you get to choose your ship
your
or
adventure
station. background noise, the hum of the Deep Space Nine, the hum of the Defiant, the hum of Voyager, the hum of the Enterprise, the hum of the Cerritos.
Ooh, you could be like there could be a setting where you choose the quarters next door to the O'Briens to hear like bickering in the background always. Right? That'd be nice. Oh, Jesus. Or, Miles. Mommy, I want my oh, shut up, Molly. And then you're just like, oh, this is nice.
What Quark heard when he pressed his ear to the holodeck. That was sweet.
Oh God.
Anyway, I want to talk about the week ahead.
Yeah, I think we covered all the news. Good work, everybody. We covered all of the news. All right, let's talk about the week ahead. But everybody knows it's kind of a misnomer. When we say the week ahead, we start off with the week behind. You know who else is a week behind? Old people. All right, here we go. What?
Unless they exercise.
Yeah. Okay, so yesterday on the 7th Rule YouTube channel, we released our full review of the Next Generation episode, Clues. That is a quintessential Next Generation episode. Clues. Very TNG. And what were we going to say about yesterday, Anne-Marie?
You know what? I actually meant Sunday, which we previewed the first segment for Identity Crisis, because I couldn't make it to the free-for-all, but the crazy thing when I was looking through the actors, I always think of that lieutenant who was like Geordi's old shipmate, who like becomes the alien and like with him, and they have like she used to give him dating advice. She just was such a standout actor for me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, and she's Marianne Plunkett. So I started like looking, and I'm like, first she lives by my piano bar that I sing show tunes at, and then I was like, wait a minute, she's currently on Broadway starring in The Notebook as like the older lady.
Oh, crazy.
And so I was like, okay, well, there's no point to even trying to get her since she's like doing 2 shows a day. But that's incredible. Like, what a career. I feel like people don't talk about her as like an amazing one-off enough. So anyway, that's what I had to say. And crazy, I didn't like clock this before, so now I need to go see The Notebook.
Isn't that a movie? The Notebook?
Yeah, so they made a musical of it. And
based on a book.
Wow.
Book to a movie.
I'm sorry that I'm going to miss the book, the movie, and the play. I'll bet you.
It's a classic Nicholas Sparks joint.
Oh boy. The only joints I like are the ones in my body, and then maybe a couple others. All right, here we go. So on Thursday, everybody, this coming Thursday, we've got this is 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time on the 7th Rule YouTube channel. We've got our review of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 5, Episode 3, the episode that drops that day. We've got a review for it that night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time, with director...
Wait, I don't know if it's been
Brandon Williams.
Hey! Why are they doing that thing where they don't say the director or writer in the write-ups? I think it's a mistake by their team, actually.
Well, he'll be there, hopefully.
That guy. He was like one of
my favorites. Should be a good time, regardless. Brandon Williams will be there. That is at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time on the 7th Rule YouTube channel. And then on Friday, come right back here to this channel, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time for Star Trek and Chill on the Virtual TrekCon YouTube channel, where we talk about Star Trek, we chill. Katie tries a new fruit, Ryan tries a new filthy protein shake, and we have fun together. Lots of Star Trek will be had this Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time on the Virtual TrekCon YouTube channel. Too many things. And then this coming Sunday. Oh, that'll be November already. Wow. This coming Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time. We've got our first segment review of The Nth Degree. The Nth Degree. And then a couple hours after that, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We've got our full original series review of Season 2 episode Metamorphosis. Original series, Season 2 episode Metamorphosis with Walter Koenig joining us. What? How did we get him?
Love that episode.
That's crazy.
I know. So he will be there. That is this Sunday, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. All right. Anne-Marie, where can people find you and your goodies online? And you can give them some nice fashion tips.
Twitter at Anne-Marie Siegel 1 and at the Supernatural convention this weekend in Chicago.
This weekend coming.
That's it.
This coming weekend. Gotcha.
Yes.
I was like, you were just at a convention.
Yeah, Supernatural this weekend, Thursday through Sunday.
You're never going to leave the Chicago area. You're never going
No,
back to
on
New York,
Monday
are
I
you?
move back to the East Coast.
No. Yeah,
It's
that's
so
it.
nice
The food's
here.
too good. The food's too good where you live right
My
now.
mom's such a good cook. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, I can't believe it's just about November.
No,
Nuts.
I cannot either. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
So that means, yeah, Star Trek and Chill will be in November. Celebration to remember. All right, Melissa, where can people find you and your goodies online?
At Melissa Longo, Malissa, Melissa, on social media, and then walkingartmadebymelissa.com. Yeah, and other places like YouTube. You can find me several places on YouTube.
But you have to guess.
Oh yes, 3 Fat Lobsters and Virtual TrekCon and the Seventh Rule and
Falling Tower.
watch the first. Yes, Falling Tower.
All right, Jenny R. Johnson, show them how it's done. Where can people find you and your good stuff online, please?
Well, me personally, I will be locked in my studio for the next, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 days until I have, because I'm doing HalCon in Halifax, November 8th through 10th, and it's going to be amazing, and you can be in person, but the show's sold out, so if you don't have tickets, well, too bad. You're missing out. Train of thought back. Okay. Right, online. That's a whole different story. You can find me through my website, jennyrjohnson.com. You can sign up for my newsletter. You can go to my shop. You can read my artist bio that's like written in like art speak, and it's
Amazing.
dorky. Anyway, but you can also go to my social media at Jenny R. Johnson. Over on whatever that Twitter-y blubby place is, and everywhere else, Threads, Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Is it 5? It's 5, yeah. 5 is like one too many. Anyway, you can find me at Jenny R. Johnson Art. Actually, it's 6, technically. Anyway, whatever. Jenny R. Johnson Art.
Woohoo!
Those are sci-fi numbers. Number 5 is alive, and 6 is Battlestar Galactica. Everybody knows.
Yes.
All right. Everybody, you can find me on twitter.com at RyanTGHusk. Once again, that's at RyanTGHusk, or just Virtual TrekCon, Falling Tower, or the Seventh Rule on your favorite social media, but especially on Snapchat and YouTube, where all the magic happens. Oh, YouTube, you've been so great to us. Thanks for everything. All right. Say goodbye to Mark, Greg, Glenn, back of the head, Joshua, do we already say Dave, One Trek, Bob D, May Borello, Rose Kirby. See you later to everybody.
Bob and
We
Sue.
see all of you, Joel, Bob,
Bob and Sue, red shirt Bob and Sue.
Oh, red shirt Bob,
in
yes.
Chicago.
Yeah, good fun. Chris Marshall, see you later. On B, so long. The Matt, Tata, Chuck A, Arrivederci, and so on. We'll see y'all next time. And remember, when you want to hear about conventions, well, you might just put it on the main viewer.
Ooh.
Oh, what was the thing where Jenny was going to go? How are we going to, what was it? Was Jenny going to go to one of these conventions?
Yeah, I just need somebody to work for me and then
That's
to
what it is.
buy me tickets and
Oh, cool.
I nominate Rose Kirby to work for you. Okay.
perfect.